Wishing his classmates a good night, Han walked back to his home with a necklace. The talk about the HPC dug into his mind and made him remember some things from Earth. Master, is there something odd about this HPC? A necklace asked. I am unsure if there is anything odd about this, but based on how everyone was talking, this was something unusual, he thought out loud. Why would listening about your gods be something odd? She wondered. I think being able to be near your gods would be something everyone would wish. I know that we all enjoy being able to be near you, a necklace said with a blushing face. Chuckling and placing his hand on her hip, Han said, Not everyone thinks that way, but I am glad that all of you feel that way about me. Reaching his house and going inside, he saw Helania and everyone resting inside the library and dining area. Helania and Horacia had the open book, while Queen was polishing her weapons and Brittany was drawing. Han thought it was great how each of them seemed to find a hobby and develop their own sense of agency outside of him. Brittany was a great example, because her artwork was very well done and looked like a professional had created them. To store the works that she created, he created a new level in the stronghold just to display the artwork that his creations created. After Brittany had created artwork, many of his creations had shown an interest and followed her lead. Thinking about things in the future, he even built a grand library and filled it with literature from all around Earth. There may be a time that he went to an alternate version of Earth where there would only be minor changes and thought it would be suitable for them to understand what Earth was like. Helania spent the most time reading, devouring vast amounts of knowledge. Han could imagine Helania being a CEO of some large corporation with her intelligence and drive. Thinking of Helania wearing a professional outfit and giving out orders was an exciting thought, and reminded him of some adult videos and manga he had watched. Master, you arrived early tonight, Horacia commented, though her spider body may seem a bit intimidating. She was one of the most attentive and empathetic people. Whenever Han came in through the door, she would ask how his day was and if there was anything that he needed. Yes, with the mood in the city, my classmates decided to head back to their rooms earlier than usual. There does seem to be a feeling of heightened tensions. Brittany looked up and agreed with Horacia. Queen snorted, hearing about the city's status. While walking around the city, I saw some nobles beating a commoner in the alleyway. There seems to be an increase in the level of violence between the nobility and lowborn. I do not understand why these humans feel the need to torment one another, considering the dangers that are out in the world. There is no reason to feel contempt towards these people, Helania criticized Queen. It is not their fault that they lack the higher qualities that we were bestowed. The nobles are just confusing fake power and true power. Sitting down in his leather chair in the library, Han listened to his companions debate about the merits of humans and the city. There always seems to be a model of those in power abusing those who didn't have any. Regardless of their initial intentions, people seem to fall into this habit of allowing the gifts they were given to be seen as a right. Most titles given to the nobles were hereditary based, which meant that all the person needed to do was be born in the right family. The son or daughter would grow in a resource-rich environment and move on to develop their own paths. He remembered talking with classmates about getting rid of the barriers that the average individual had to face, allowing a more equal and fair system to be placed. What would society be like if they didn't have to fight just to survive, and instead be able to develop their passions? Han looked back at the numerous minimum wage jobs he had worked, while thinking about living in a world that didn't need people to work in mindless tasks and instead have them work towards improving society. At least, we do not need to live in these conditions if we did not care to. We could always go to our actual home and enjoy life there, Queen muttered after she argued with Helania. Wait, Han said after hearing what Queen had said. All of them looked at Han, wondering what was wrong. Before Helania could ask if there was something wrong, Han whispered, I am going to create a city.